Well, Halloween is over, and so we're bulldozing right into November, and it's time to start thinking about Thanksgiving. And Diane Gottsman is joining us to help you get through that very first Thanksgiving. It's so good to see you.
Nice to see
Thanks
you.
for bringing me the apron.
Oh, yeah. Look at mine, too.
I know. Very cute.
You know what? I was getting all of my props together for this segment, and I started looking in my kitchen. Ratty. I've got all this ratty stuff. So I called our friends at Williams-Sonoma at La Cantera, and they let us borrow all of these things. And you know, whether it is beautiful things like they offer us or something that you have in your cupboard, we need certain essentials.
And that is one of the tips. You've got to make sure that you've got the right essentials. I have a funny story for you, because if you don't have a pair of these lying around the house, you can't get the turkey out of the pan.
It's true.
Yes. The funniest thing is watching my husband with, like, you know, a spoon and a giant spatula, and then it's all cattywampus, and then it falls over. So these are perfect.
The turkey lifters are essential. And here's the deal. If you use these turkey lifters and you have this throwaway aluminum thing, you know, roaster, you're going to go right through and make holes. So, you know, if we can just look back here for a second, this is a large flared roaster. With the emphasis on flared, I just learned something. When you use a flared roaster, meaning it goes out like this, that means that the turkey cooks prettier and juicier. So I just learned that tip.
I love
that. If you are hosting your first Thanksgiving and you're asking for things for the holidays, because that's a tip, you know, you don't have to have everything all at once. But it's not a bad idea to get some of these things for the holidays. Like, I got this Staub pumpkin. That is mine. I got that for a birthday gift because I love orange and I love pumpkins. And you can use that for a soup or a cider. And, you know, that's another tip. When your guests walk through the door, have a pot, whether it's a ratty old pot or whether it's a fancy pot of cider on the stove, because it welcomes them.
Good. I love that.
You know, colanders are another thing that you need, you know, multiple sizes. And, you know, if you're cooking that turkey, you need to know whether it's cooked or not. Even that little pop-up thing, you know, I get the turkey that has that pop-up thing. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Essential. I had to make, like, I lost mine and I was like, oh, how do I know when the turkey's done?
I
have no idea.
I know.
You know, my mother-in-law says you just poke it and hope that the juices run clear. But I tend to rely on something like a thermometer just to be safe.
They say wiggle the leg. I don't know. And here's another option. You know what this is? It's not a it's not that.
It's
a turkey thermometer, and it's digital. So this is a big number on the screen. You know, so for people like me that can't see very well without their reading glasses,
you might need them.
Yes, and don't wing it. Here are some measuring cups if you're making your pie, you're making your dishes. If you're a great cook and you know a pinch of that or a pinch of that, but if it's your first Thanksgiving, you may not know. So make sure that you're measuring.
And here's a couple of other important tips that I love. Set the table before the big day.
Yes.
I love that.
Because that way you are ready and you're not stressing out. Okay, do you have pot holders at home?
They look disgusting.
Okay, here's mine. Here are the beautiful ones. Here are my nasty ones.
That's what mine look like.
This is what I use. So, but you know what? Really, a good pot holder protects your hands. And I started some on fire last year. So, you know, it's important. You know, a grater. It's important to have a grater.
Also important, and this is another important thing, because we got to talk about, you know, what comes before Thanksgiving dinner. When people come into the house, they're hungry. But I don't want to overfeed them because I want them to enjoy my turkey. So what do I do?
Have a few nibbles. But don't have so many that they're full, and then they don't want to eat. And have a little cheese tray or some little snackies, but not a lot. And when you get to the table, don't change the place cards. That's another tip. Make sure you're sitting where your host wants you to sit.
Absolutely. This, I think, is a great tradition to introduce to your family. Tell me about the recipe card idea.
This is actually a girlfriend's recipe. This is a chicken salad recipe for after, or you can use turkey. But you can collect these recipes, handmade recipes from your friends, and this becomes part of your holiday tradition. This is a holiday tradition for me.
We have one, when you talk about the place cards, my mother-in-law brings a lot of great stickers and cards for the kids, and they decorate the place cards. And our family members save them every year just to see how they've, you know,
put in a jar and talk about it. And you know, another tradition would be to use butcher block paper and have everybody, either kids draw or the adults write what they're grateful for, and go around and talk about it, because that is part of a memory.
I think that's a great idea.
And you don't have to make everything. You can buy it. Here's a pecan pie I bought just for you.
Yeah.
And these cookies over here just on a cute little dish would be nice at the end too.
It's all on how you present it. Take a look at Diane's table and think ahead, get it set the day before, and start new traditions with your family. And of course, that'll keep everyone happy, which is a big goal on Thanksgiving.
And the host should have a good time too.
That's right.
Mix
Bring her
and
a glass
match,
of wine.
borrow.
Sure.
That's right.
Diane Gottsman is our etiquette expert. You can find her online, DianeGottsman.com, or give her a call at the Protocol School of Texas, 826-7400, 826-7400.